Welcome back to Financial Modeling and Valuation course by FINMODEL classes. In this session, we'll be working with the formulas to be entered in the Excel. So because this is the key crux of your modeling. So modeling can be done with the help of statistical modeling or mathematical modeling or any operations that we have to perform in Excel. First thing is that we have to little bit get familiar with the formulas that has to be entered. So in this, first you should know about the operators. Then you have to be familiar with the cell reference. Then know something on values or the text that will be entered into the Excel. Then you should know something on basics on worksheet functions. Then we should know something on the parenthesis, right? So first thing is operators. We similarly we are familiar with the symbols that Excel normally use: addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, percentage. So in this you can say the addition operator, which is nothing but your plus, right? Then subtraction operators, you have minus, right? Then you have okay, now subtraction you have. Then you have the multiplication operator. Similar way you have your logical operator. Then you have your percentage operators, right? Then you have the greater than, greater than. Then you have less than. So these are your arithmetical operators which has been discussed. These are the Excel supported operators also, we can say. So these are the operators normally we do for calculating the addition of two values or multiplication of two values or division of two values. This is your operators, right? Next comes your cell reference. So when we talk about cell reference, so come to the, suppose I place my cursor in cell A3. So cell A3 name is given, the name box where the cursor has been placed, and I'm placing this at the name called cell A3, right? So before entering the formula, first you have to type equal sign. So when you type equal sign, Excel will be assuming that you are going to enter some formula, right? Or you can press a minus sign also. It also assumes that you're going to enter some formula. Or you can press directly the plus sign, then it assumes some formula, right? Or you can also assign some at. It also assumes some formula that you're going to add, right? So normally we use equal to equal sign, and Excel assumes that you're going to do enter some formula. Now by pressing the above key, right, here you find that by pressing the above key by 2 steps, right, I have placed the borderline. Okay, you have you're seeing a borderline. Okay, this is a borderline where your cell is being highlighted with a borderline and which represents the cell called A1. So in the formula bar you find that equal to A1 is been shown, right? Suppose I have to add, suppose I press add shift plus, so automatically this is in the formula bar you find A1 plus, right? Once again I press the above arrow key. Here the color is shown in red. Okay, the cell A2 is selected, which is shown in the name box A2, right? Name box, you find the cell A2. Here I am going to add the 2 cells, right? And the result will be given in cell A3. When I press enter, automatically you find that in the cell A3 you find the result is 0 because there is no value over here. Suppose I give the value, say 3. Okay, enter. Then I press 4. It automatically gives you the value as 7, right? It automatically gives you the value 7. Suppose I change this into 12, automatically it gives you the value 16. 12 plus 4 is 16. So this is the thing that we are doing with the cell reference. So I am referencing this cell. This can be also be done by equal to 12 plus 4. If I press enter, it will give you 16. Okay, it is better that it is here you are referring the cell, you are giving the cell reference over here. Here I am directly entering the formula over here, equal to 12 plus 4. This can be shown here in the formula bar. So 12 plus 4. So this is your with respect to your cell reference. Next, the values in text. So here we have already entered the value. Okay, and text that we are normally entering text. So in value you can type the value 2, 3, 4, right? Or text will be represented string, right? So within double quotes, suppose I put it as the diffusion process, right? So automatically it will show the text which is in string. Okay, then we will be familiar with the worksheet function. So this is over. So when we get into the worksheet functions are nothing but the in the above ribbon you find the formulas over here, right? So these are the function library. We have the function library. So where you have the sum function, average function, count function, max function, min function. In similar way we have the financial functions, right? So in the financial function you have the coupon days and normally coupon days and will be used for your bond calculation of bond valuation. In similar way duration of the bond can be calculated, right? So these are the financial functions that is referred to here worksheet function. Similarly we can calculate the net present value, then the internal rate of return, then you have the future value where we'll be doing this in the time value of money. Normally we do that in calculating the time value of money. Then you have the XNPV yield for a bond, right? So this is a rate to determine the rate of a instrument or financial instrument. This is your present value. So these are the similar functions. These are the functions. Then you have the logical functions and logical function or okay, so or not function. In similar way we have the text function for concatenating the function, combining any two text, right? Then you have the date and time function. Then you have the math and trigonometric functions that we have already seen. So these are the functions of worksheet, right? The similar way in the reference that we have done here in the cell A1 and A2, it gives the result this one. Similar way we can refer this also. I'll put equal to and I type a function called sum. Okay, when I type sum, automatically it gives you the list of the functions. Okay, sum or sum if. These are the conditional functions, sum if and sum ifs are the conditional function. These are the conditional functions that we have to do the operations to be done on the values that you have typed in the Excel. Suppose I need the addition to be done. This can be done. I press equal to sum, then I press the tab key. So when I press the tab key, automatically it asks for, it is a syntax. Okay, it is syntax for the function is sum, where it will be asking for the number 1 and number 2. Similarly it goes for number 1, number 2 till number n. Okay, so I select the first cell, that is A1, select A1, then I press comma, then again I press 4, right? Then I will just shift close parenthesis. So this is your parenthesis. Okay, open bracket and close bracket is your parenthesis. Then I press enter. It gives a value of 60. So a simple mathematical calculation of addition of two numbers can be done in 3 ways. So first is that you have to do the cell reference. Here we are doing the cell reference where the result, this is your result cell. From the result cell you will be referencing the any two cells where the operations has to be performed, and this is we are manually entering. We are where equal to 12 plus 4 directly we are doing, or this can be done with the help of your worksheet function, which is nothing but your sum. So this is your parenthesis, open the parenthesis and close the parenthesis. So this is a basic overview of the entering the formula into the Excel. So this you have to be a little bit familiar. Next thing that I'll be referring is that naming the cell. So you can give name to the cell, right? Suppose in a similar way, A1, A2, I can name the cell also. Suppose I can put the name of this one, come to the name box. Okay, I put here as say I put it as say Z. Okay, I put it as F total. I put it as FTOT 1. I put it as FTOT 1. I press enter. Okay, in similar way, I select here the second cell A2. I change this name. I put it as ZTOT2. I enter it. So automatically the cell name will get changed. Okay, the basic cell name, you find that when I place the cursor and highlight here, it gives the cell name as FTOT1. And similar way, I press it, it shows you ZTOT2. So this are the name which is being given to the cell. So in calculating in calculating any complex operations, it is better that you can refer directly this to name of the cell, right? So suppose say I will be referring, so I need a cell reference. So suppose I put 0 equal to say F TOT. So automatically you find that in the list it gives you FTOT value. So if I press tab and enter, it gives you the value 12, which has been stored in the variable FTOT, right, in the cell variable. Similar way, if I press equal to the second name that we have given is ZTOT. So ZTOT automatically it gives it listed in this. Automatically you can give the cell name instead of typing A1 or A2 and all. So this will be very helpful while doing the complex operations, while calculating, by linking these worksheets between one sheet to another sheet. At that time, this becomes very requirement for us. So I can select here and select it and press the tab key. Automatically it comes up, and enter. Automatically it will give you the value which has been in the particular cell, right? Then you can apply the suppose you can press one more function. Say I put it as average function. I put AV. So when you press AV, automatically you find that it gives you the function average. Press the tab key and you can select the two numbers. Either you can scroll here and select it and close the parenthesis and press enter. Automatically it give you the average of these two. So it becomes easy, right? 12 plus 4 is 16, divided by 2 is 8. So this is the function over here that been done. Next thing that we have to be a little bit familiar with is nothing but how to do an editing of the cell. Suppose I need the value to be changed. So suppose I need 13 to be done. So here one thing is that I can place the cell that has to be highlighted, click the mouse and select the particular cell, and suppose I want to edit the value. I want not 12, I want say 22. So I have to edit the cell. So what I have to do is I can do one step is nothing but do a double click on that. So when you do a double click on that, automatically the cursor will get into that. You can just change the value 22 and give enter. So automatically the value gets changed, right? So this is nothing but editing your cell. One more function for editing a cell, you highlight the cell. Suppose I need the value to be changed to 52, say 52 or 53, 57, whatever maybe it is. I can press a function key, which is nothing but F2. So I press function F2. So when I press function F2, automatically the cell gets edited. So I can just do the editing part, which is nothing but 52. Enter here, automatically it comes 52. So I can do the editing part. So one more part that I can do the editing part is that suppose I want to change this 52, right? Suppose I want to do the changes in 52. Say I want to put it as 87. You can go for that to the formula bar. In formula bar, you can directly go to formula bar. If you find a little bit difficult in doing a double click or choosing a function F2, third way is nothing but you go to formula bar and do a backspace and you press 87. Then enter. So automatically it will come, it will just change the value which is required for the cell, right? So this is the, so we have seen the name, changing the name of the cell. So this is very, very important. Suppose the parenthesis, one more example that we will be getting into the parenthesis as the working of the exponential function. Suppose I find that I have to do EBIT. Suppose we're going to calculate the basic of EBIT. Suppose preference, suppose we have the preference dividend divided by, open the bracket, 1 minus tax rate, right? Suppose we require this one, right? So if I require the preference dividend divided by 1 minus tax rate, where it will give you the basics of your EBIT, right? EBIT. Suppose we need EBIT if there is a issue of preference dividend. So preference dividend divided by 1 minus tax rate. So suppose I need EBIT to be calculated. So here you can give any value. Say suppose I give preference dividend has, say 230, okay, 230, and tax rate, suppose I put tax rate as 40%, okay, 40%. So you can put 40%, or you can put 0.4 also. You can put 0.4 also. So here you can calculate this also. So first you press the equal symbol, equals sign, okay, and you select the value 230 divided by, then open the parenthesis, okay, 1 minus, and again select the value 0.4, and you close the parenthesis. When you do the enter, automatically it will come the value of 383.33. So this is the usage of your parenthesis. So this cell name can also be changed, right? Suppose I need the E14. So this cell is referenced here as E14. Suppose I need a preference, so preference dividend, I put here directly as preference dividend. Preference dividend, I put as PREF DIV, preference dividend. So automatically the cell name will get changed into preference dividend. So there is no need to this one in simply 0.4 is, suppose I change this to tax rate. So tax rate I directly put as tax rate. So it becomes easy for us to calculate, right? So suppose I need suppose 45, suppose I need this to be calculated with EBIT. Suppose I need preference dividend. So directly you can type preference dividend equal to preference dividend. So automatically it comes preference dividend, the cell name. You can refer the preference dividend equal to, and you press enter, automatically the value just comes out. So instead of, you can do directly multiplication preference. Suppose I find the preference dividend into 45.5. So what I will be doing, so equal to, directly put preference dividend into shift star symbol into, and select this cell 45.5, right? And I enter, it give you 1045. Okay, these are the assumption values, but how actually it works, this is very important. So start trying and working with the operator cell reference and values. Start toggling with it. It becomes easy for you when you get familiar with entering the formula in Excel. This is very basics, right? Thank you for watching.